brutalities, the Nigerian, I want to say citizen, has been subjected to, or has been subjected to every day. It's a daily issue. So without too many talks, because we want to make this as fast as possible, we quickly apologize for starting way behind So in quick succession, I will just bring to the table Mr. Tunde Abbas, who is the prime victim of the moment. The very interesting thing, or it's not even interesting, the very funny thing about all of this is that we do not know who will be the prime victim this next minute. And that is why we are here. We just have to nip all of this in the bud. So Mr. Tunde Abbas, I don't know, nobody will clap for you. So Mr. Tunde Abbas, please, is the prime victim of We also have here with us Barrister human rights lawyer and the people's lawyer. Victoria. In quick succession, we have here the representative of the African Action Congress, person of Comrade Jamil Tobulawi.
Aluta, Amanda.
In the case where we are having more people leaving this place, I guess the people here have titles. So more people are leaving this place behind them. Maybe others then should come to this place. I also have your face. Okay, yeah, I just concentrate. Okay, so we have okay. Making it great to do it. Probably so I will do more. The Foundation for Revolution. Also in this press conference, addressing the Kunle Ajayi, acting chairman of the African Action Congress, Lagos chapter. You're welcome, comrade. I think the people addressing the press will definitely do the official welcome of the press. So to start with, we'll be having the story from the prime victim first. That's the order we did. From the prime victim, as short as possible. You know, he has done a lot of.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the press. I want to tell my own story as a victim of police brutality that took place on March 20th of 2021, Saturday, at Onipan, area of Shomoyu. I went for a business work with my friend. I went to go and meet my friend in his office to discuss some business with him in Abamadesonya Plaza. So I was upstairs trying to discuss with him. So I was at the passage. I discovered that police officer was just trying to harass a man with a red Benz, and I discovered there's a woman with a baby beside. The woman was standing beside a drainage that is close to where the red Benz was parked. So I now discovered that the police is trying to deflect the tire of the man, and the baby in the process trying to drag the key from the owner of the vehicle, which is Mr. Kabiru. So I was upstairs. I didn't feel comfortable because the woman has a baby on his hand. The baby almost fell from the woman. The woman so the thing now get me upset. This injustice that even though if you want to arrest this man, do it more in professional manner. So I now start shouting that this is intimidation, this is oppression in my video. And now I said everybody should go live, that this is injustice. That this is injustice. So the police, they are not comfortable with that. I now rushed down because I was upstairs. If you look at the video that went viral on Facebook, because it's Facebook Live. So I now went down and I said, this is injustice. You can't be deflecting the man's cars, and in the process, you are trying to harass his wife also too. And the baby almost fell from the woman's hand. That if something happened to that baby, now you guys will run away and deny this thing. So then now the DPO was not comfortable with me filming all their impunity and injustice. He now asked one of the officers to seize my phone to run after me. So I run a little bit. So he now sent the officer, one officer I recognize, his name is Israel. He now caught me on the side in other street of Shipelu in Onekman. He now caught me, now put me on the bike and brought me. He beat me, started blowing me on my nose, on my face, kicking me on my chest, using elbows, all kind of to beat me. Then now by the time I now get to their station, all kind of slap from different policemen start booting me, kicking me, and lock me inside the cell. They deny me access to call my lawyer. They deny access to call any of my family members. They say they are going to kill me. They start cooking up story that I've said the reason that I've promised them that I'm going to burn down their station. That I'm part of the hoodlums that went away with their AK-47, that burned down the station. That I've said SAS will continue in their station. I didn't say all those things. All I do, I was filming your impunity. I was filming your injustice. That what you are doing to that man. Even if you want to arrest him more professional, because in that same place in Onipan, I've become a victim there before. They have extorted money from me before. So I know that reason I try to speak for that guy. I didn't know the guy before in my life, but it's because of that baby, that innocent baby on that woman's hand, because the woman almost fell down with that baby. That was made me do the video, because I can't do the work of a police. I can't do, which I'm not concerned with police work. Police can stop anybody, but the way they go about it, that will trigger me using my phone. That let the world know what is happening, because that will lead to the answers. Is the impunity, the injustice that will lead to the answers protest. And still yet they didn't learn from that. We still have more record and more events of happening every day of police brutality and extortion and oppression every day. So that is what led to my arrest. I was locked in the cell, denied food. I didn't have access to my lawyer. They come up with all kind of statement. They say I should write statement. I say I can't write a statement. That until I see my lawyer or my family member before I can put down any statement. During that process, they start beating me again, kicking me down, proving stubborn that I must write a statement. I can't write a statement until I see my lawyer. Because it gets to a point, they now start writing statements on their own. I now discovered they now brought me out again, that they bring ink that I should use finger. I get to a point, I said I didn't know how to read and write. One say, we kill me, that do you know how many people they kill during the answers that people didn't know where about? They will waste me. They call myself freedom fighter. And I hate police. I told them there during the process that I didn't hate police. All I hate is the injustice, the oppression, the extortation you police are doing. That's what I hate. That reason I will film. That reason that I want the world to see what you guys are doing. One of the officers said there, I was lucky that could have shot me, that I have the guts to camera which are concerned with police matter, shall be police, which are concerned with that guy is a robber, is a kidnapper, why is he using it? I said, don't concern me with the detained guy the guy is using. Is that baby? I can't stop you for doing your job. I'm not a police officer, but do it more professional way. Your station is close to the place. If you want to arrest him more distant rather than harassing him, and almost in the process, you want to his wife want to fall down with the baby in the process of it. So that's what led to all the brutality, all the beating. Try to come up with a statement that I must write statement that this thing I refuse to put down the statement. So I was there on Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Monday morning, there was a guy in the cell. the police, because I refused to write a statement, they said by Monday morning, by the time they beat me well, that I will, by myself, I will want to put down a statement, not knowing that they have planned with one of the detainees in the cell, that the guy should, midnight, the guy should start beating me up. Again, I was just sleeping midnight because I didn't sleep comfortably because mosquito in my nose everywhere in my ear. I was not, the place was smelling. Maybe I just struggled to just close my eye because I'm tired, I'm feeling headache. So suddenly the guy would just come. The guy just come and put me on my stomach. I was sleeping, unconscious. I shout from the sleep, yeah, my stomach, my heart. And now call the attention of the police. The police are laughing. You freedom fighter now. There should be camera, not a camera. I should camera the guy in the cell. They will teach me a lesson. That the guy should beat me very well. I will learn the lesson of my life. I was still being, because I was so very tired. I can't able to defend myself and face the guy. So I was so very weak because police have done their own already. So I was so very weak. All my face swell up, all my body, I'm feeling weak. So I can't able to, but the guy is more muscular than me. So any second I just close my eye again. Suddenly I will just hear blow, beam, unexpectedly again. So it now get to a point I need to face him back. I just ask God that, God, this may be the end of the road for me, but I need a strength from you to show this guy something. I now face the guy. I now hold his man dude, choke on his eye. He now bites me on my distance. That is when the police now intervene. The guy too now shout. That is when the police now intervene. He now say, you should stop. We should not fight again. We should not do this again. That this thing. So they now stop us. Monday morning, I feeling hungry. I was calling the police that I need water to drink because I can't eat. So they denied. My friend want to bring food for me. They denied me access to they drove him away. He didn't have access. My friend is here to Kumbo, so they didn't allow him to give me food. Monday morning too, the guy also came, and some of our comrades that they want to know the situation, whether they are going to take me to court or they grant me bail. They drove them away that they should leave the station, premises of the station. That they drove them again. Suddenly they just accompanied me and put me inside their vehicle and take me to Yaba Magistrate Court. So I have known their plot. Their plot is that they want to take me to the Magistrate Court with their plan that I'm part of the people that burned down their. So they have changed the narrative, the story. That I'm a part of people that burned down their station, go away with their AK-47. That this thing. So by getting to the court, they are not pleased with the outcome because the prosecutor just asked me that what the I did. By the time we get to the Yaba Magistrate Court, the lady now told them that he asked me what is the side of my story. And I explained to her that this is what happened. That reason I was claiming them because a woman and they're trying to intimidate the guy, harass the guy. The woman asked, which one concern you to with a police matter? And for they go my own now. Which one concern me that next time I may not have the luck that I should go and apologize to the police. Let them grant me bail. That they let them free me. That he didn't need to tender it to the register for any sitting. That let them free me. Those police, some of the police have promised me in the Onipan station that I will not come back, that I must end in jail. They will make sure that they use me as a scapegoat for others, so that whenever others see police matter, they don't go the camera police again. That I must go to jail. But my family Joe Fini, they will teach me lesson of my life. So other people don't go the camera police. Whenever they see, they go to mind their business. So that's what they say. So they are not happy. But I can see the mood. One police say, one who say, I'm lucky, is that he's not on duty, that he could have shoot me straight, could have just delete me straight. So I discovered later I now get from one of the training that that particular guy is a SAS officer because his gun is different. That they have changed, they have disguised them to be wearing normal police. So, but through their entrances and you can know the characteristic of SAS. That particular guy, he was just, the time was driving me, the guy was just talking that this guy must go to jail, say, you get lucky, you go to thank your God that I'm not on duty, I could have wasted you. So from there, they now take me to Panti. After they return me back, they didn't release me again, and now take me to Panti legal department in Panti. So the Panti department, I discovered that I didn't know what they discussed with the DPO. The DPO himself take me down to this thing. So now take me to Panti. They now deny. I didn't know what they discussed, so they now take me down to Pedro station, and the Pedro police, the DPO said that they should not allow anybody to see me. They should deny me. They should not give me access to food. That no member of my family should have access to me. That if I prove any stubborn, that some of they say you be freedom fighter, they send your picture all over the internet. That if I try to make any call or any video, that you will kill me. That is the Pedro DPO. That's what he said to me. That he will kill me, he will waste me. That is not like what we did. That they're sending my picture all over the internet. And that he will kill me. That's what he said. So that's what happened. And the next day, that was on Monday, after they have dropped me. The next day, I just see a lady just came from the PPRO office that they need me. That is there for my case. That's for my release. And that took me to the PPRO office in Ikeja, in Isaac John GRA. And now that's when Mr. Miwa Adejobina released me. And I said that the ODPO need to report, that all the ODPO need to report to his office the next day, that they're going to prosecute they are going to face Korea and prosecute them. So that's my own side of the story.
So there been some slight readjustment to the pattern of the engagement. So, but before I recognize further speakers, we would have Komido Molara, who happened to be a witness, to the case, give a 2 minutes corroboration. What's the 2 minutes corroboration?
Revolutionary service. My name is Komido Molara. On Sunday evening, I got a call from Tunde's friend, Tokumbo Eson. Said there is an issue. I said, what issue? He said, I'll call you back. I said, I don't like people keeping me in suspense. So about 30 or 1 hour after, I called him. What is happening? He said, don't worry, I'll call you. So he put the call on video. So I was now seeing Tunde at the bar. So what is happening? He said that Tunde knew they have arrested Tunde for filming one policeman. And I was like, what? He said I should go to his wall and check the video and all that. I have to like, you know what you are going to do for me? Stylishly snap in for me. So he did. So I went to my Facebook page. I went to look at the video. I shared the video. That was when I rushed down to our general platform, told them that there's an issue at hand. One of our comrades has been arrested, and the way that I was looking at it is like he has been brutalized. So that was when we started spreading the news here and there. Then on a Monday morning, I went down to the police station. I and our comrade, there's some. When we got there, they said, at mention of his name, they said we should go, we shouldn't stand here. I said, this is our family. I want to see my family. I want to know what is happening to him. I heard that he's been detained since yesterday. They said we should not even stay here at all. We should go. And the DPO started pushing us out. Locked the gates. I was like, he doesn't want to see us around this vicinity at all. We should go. Maybe we know how to film. We have put his name on this internet. So we should use that same method to come and release him here because he's a criminal. He was part of those that burned this place. And he's claiming now he's going to burn this. I said, sir, where did he say that? He said it in his video. I said, sir, I watched the video. And I've never seen any place. He said, he said it. That he burned down this place. He's a criminal. I said, this is that. So unfortunately, we went because they don't allow us to stand near the station at all. So I have to go and sit down with one woman selling orange. We don't know even when they are raining. I just saw the vehicle pass. So you have to call his friend. We rushed down to the station to Yaba. Before we got there, they are coming. We followed them back. So from there, we stylishly sneaked inside. That was when I saw him. I wept when I saw his face. That even I was talking to the guy that was beating me. That, are you crazy? What's your problem? What's the problem? Even they tell you to beat somebody, is that how you just beat him anyhow? You want to kill him, you want to blind him. So immediately they heard that, they said we should go out. You, this woman, you are the one that have put us inside on the internet. You mustn't stay around this here. Go outside, go outside. So I have to leave. So I was not standing at the like the entrance of the police station. I said, anywhere you people are taking this guy, I'm ready. They said they are not going to release him. He's still going to Pansi. So we follow them down to Pansi again. Because we were detained sometime last month. I used 5 days in Pansi. So it wasn't surprised. I have knew so many people there. So I have to rush down to check. The policemen I knew that nobody was on duty. So we don't even know where they took him. We split ourselves into two. We split ourselves into one should go and stay there, and we should stay there to know where they are arraigned. So later we got outside. I stylishly video, like a 1-minute video. Before we could go to Onipan, we couldn't see him again. They say he's not here. Where is him? They say he's not here. So we have to like roaming about, seeing where did they take this guy. That was when I escalated everything on the platform that Tunde has been taken to on no destination, because we have been finding him since. Even it was around 8 o'clock, we went back to Onipan police station. That's where is Sunday. We've been looking around all the station around there. Nobody. Meanwhile, they have told the police people, men, that anybody that come for him, they shouldn't tell him that he's anywhere in that police station. So I have to we attacked the DPO. The video said he doesn't even know where he is, but we should come back tomorrow. So that was what transpired that day.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Governor. So I will have Common Wise Man speak on behalf of Coalition for Revolution. Yeah, in 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes for the Coalition for Revolution.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. We in the Coalition for Revolution want to use this chance to tell the whole world that the case of Tunde Abbas is a very symbolic one, because it also shows that the Nigerian ruling class is using the police force to do everything to get back to all the NSAS campaigners. And we can see very much that the NSAS was a very peaceful revolt, and it was a peaceful campaign by mass of Nigerian youths. And since when the Nigerian ruling class committed the Lekki massacre, the Obigo massacre, and a lot of other actions that impeded the continuation of the NSAS revolt, we have seen the Nigerian ruling class doing everything to get back at the youths, doing everything to disrupt the civil space, doing everything to make sure that nobody has the freedom of speech, the freedom of association, the freedom of opinion. And that's why you see that they are trying to do everything to turn even the use of your camera to a sin. So what we, the Coalition for Revolution, wants to say is that the Nigerian working youths, the Nigerian working people should start uniting and working towards another round of mass campaign to tell the Nigerian ruling class that our position against police brutality, especially the 5-point demands, as at that period, till date, has none of the points had been listened to or had been affected by the Nigerian ruling class consciously. And it also shows that they are not going to affect any of the 5-point demand, including the 5th point, which talks about the salaries of police officers, the salaries of soldiers, the salaries of naval officers. And so it's also, this is a clarion call to all change seekers. This is a clarion call to everybody that we should start mass mobilizations from house to house, street to street, because the only way that the Nigerian ruling class can listen to, that can effect the change we need, is for all of us to come back to the streets. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Comrade Tolawi for Take It Back Movement, Lagos chapter.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'm Comrade Tolawi from the Take It Back Movement. The case of Tunde Abbas is just one of many cases, and is also very lucky that his own case was able to make it to the public. That is why there are so many people that are still facing illegal detention and police brutality that we have not been able to even assess, talk less of having discussion about it. Just this morning, we read the statement of the police complaint unit saying that they have redeployed the DPO, Francis Ani of Onipa. We want to make it very bold that we were so surprised that Tunde Abbas, that was badly tortured, brutalized and dehumanized, and all the justice that he could get from the police unit is redeployment. And to our own information, he was even redeployed to the headquarters, which is a promotion on our own side. So they are rewarding justice with injustice. And we want to make it very bold that this case will not be like the previous cases. The same police did same on February 13th, when the likes of Sonia Olujuwon and others, Macaroni and others were protesting the Lekki toll gate. And also, they also did same on February 20th at the 120th anniversary march of the Lekki massacre. And because the masses are only celebrating when people were brutalized and released, and we want to say that we want to open a new chapter, and this Tunde Abbas case will be an exception, and will send a very strong message to the public and the Nigerian ruling class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade Tolawi. So also with us here is the representative of the CDHR, who also was a former vice chairman of the Lagos chapter of the CDHR. That's Comrade Adiwale Ojo.
To get hold of the junior, the wrongdoing, their wrong side of action in operations. Because it's even the present time that we are talking about the Police Act, their attitude and all that, the reformation of police, it will have been better if we can use this avenue to equally compare them, to include the using of modern equipment for Nigeria police. Because ordinarily, any police that is going for any operation is supposed to even use body cameras. Now Tunde Abbas assisted them to at least film and get hold of the wrong guard of Nigeria police, supposed to be sent to their headquarters and deal with the erring officer. Like one of our leaders said the other time, that instead of demoting the police, the DPO in question, police, that it must be used as a scapegoat and get him demoted instead of promoting him to the state quarter. Now, one other thing I have to talk about is this is also an avenue to call on Nigerians. This is an era that we call for community policing. In community policing, if I see anything wrong happening in my community, I can film it, send it to the appropriate authority, and action will be taken, just like our comrade did. And we shouldn't allow some of their bad eggs to continue harass our people. We shouldn't allow them to continue intimidating our people, like what they said in his account, that the people have to say, "I will kill you." It's an odd word from a senior officer as that. So I will equally use this opportunity for every one of us to come together. In reformation of police, it's not on paper. This time around, we have to take it upon ourselves. Whenever we see any injustice from the police, brutality and harassment, we should continue to film it and send it across.
Thank you. And lastly, we'll be having the Secretary of the radical agenda, radical movement in the Nigeria, radical agenda movement in the Nigerian Bar Association, Comrade Ayo Adebuluyi.
Gentlemen of the press and ladies of the press, you have heard from the victim himself and witnesses. But want to just stress some important points, which is that first and foremost, since 20th of October, when the Nigerian ruling class brutally brought down the NSAS protests, nothing has fundamentally changed in terms of either meeting the demands of that movement in any way, or even remedifying the ease in the police system. After 20th of October, they instituted some state panels of inquiry, but to date, those panels of inquiry have not demonstrated any seriousness to meet the demands or aspirations of reforming police brutality. As we speak, on the 13th of February, there was a protest, the Occupy Lekki protest. That protest was brutally repressed. There was no prosecution of any single police officer till the time we are speaking now. After 13th of February, there was 28th of February, which 6 protesters, including Tunde Abbas, that is here in custody, that they deleted so many souls at Ikorodu road. Those bodies of those souls have not been released to their bereaved families. What the message we are putting across now is that we are raising 5 for 5 demands. Now, the person of Solomon Akuma, to show you that the police brutality has not ended. In fact, SARS has not ended. SARS is alive, well, kicking, eating rice, eating amala, and eating chicken. As we speak, SARS facility at Adediji Adele was where they took the arrested persons of 13th of February too. Yeah. They were told that they will shoot them, they will kill them. In fact, here is one of the prime victims of that 13th of February. Macaroni, Freaky Daddy, was even freaked at that place. He was freaked of all his it sounds funny, but it's serious. He was freed by SARS. SARS has not ended and will not also end our resistance. Yeah. So, as we speak also, Nicholas Mumba and one other person is still in prison. In fact, there is one other person that was taken away 2 days ago. Disappeared by the Nigerian police force. What are we saying? What is clear is that none of the demands of the NSAS protests has been met. We are returning, we are giving notice, clear notice, we are returning back to the barricades. Yeah. There's no two-way approach to it. We are going back to the barricades, and this time around, we are not asking for less. We are asking not only for the end to police brutality, we are asking even for end to repression. We will also ask for the end to this regime. To this regime that has become synonymous for repression, that becomes synonymous with oppression and every other thing that is attached to it. We want to also give notice that we will also be taking out illegal action on behalf of Mr. Tunde Abbas. I don't believe that to Mr. Tunde Abbas alone. We will also taking legal action on behalf of willing persons of the Occupy Lekki 40, on behalf of the VI6, as many of them that are willing to come forward and take up our legal representation. And I want to give a final notice that if these 4 demands are not met, at least within the limited period available, the Nigerian Police, especially Lagos Police Command, should take notice. We are resuming protests in this Lagos as fast as possible. Yes. And luta continua.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever.
We are singing
solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
Sorry, before we finally round up, I don't know if There is any question?
Yes, now the questions.
Do we have any question from the media? Right?
They don't have questions.
They don't have
I
question.
have one question for them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. There is the case of Pelumi Onifade, one of
Who's a journalist?
the journalist, a very young journalist. And
20-year-old.
I know that many of you journalists started journalism at that tender age too. Pelumi was just about 19 to 20-year-old.
19
He
years.
helped filmed a member of the House of Representatives at Abule Egba Alimosho area, Mr. Aboluwari, who was shooting directly at protesters, and we have on record that about 3 persons were killed at Abule Egba. That's on the eve of October 20. Till date, we don't know who killed Pelumi Onifade. The parents only know that he was killed and the body were at Ikorodu mortuary. So I want to ask journalists that if nobody is talking from the press arena, what will happen to other journalists? That's my question. Thank you.
They can't keep killing all of us. Killing
Was
journalists.
killed
They would
October
answer. They would
27th.
answer. I think they want to answer.
The question.
They have answered in affirmative. We are demanding for the body of Pelumi Onifade.
And the immediate arrest of Mr. Aboluwari.
And the arrest of that Honorable Boluwari, he could not sit in parliament. Now, all these demands, we are not just keeping them for lying low. We are picking up resistance again.
Yes.
We are giving notice that we are returning back to the barricades. We are resuming protests. We are going to take up all these demands until the very end.
Yes.
Say, so, luta continua.
Victoria Asata. There is victory for us. Victory. There is victory for us. In the struggle for Nigeria, there is victory for us. Forward in the struggle.